Welcome to HP Tuners Subaru Training Part 3. In this training tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at our VCM Editor software, doing an overview of the software so we know what to expect and where to find things to begin our training course. Without further wait, let's jump into the video so we can check this out. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be taking a look at doing a VCM Editor software overview in this tutorial. This is the first step in looking at how to calibrate and tune and work with your Subaru with HP Tuners. The VCM Editor software is where we do the reading and flashing to the ECU, as well as making the editing changes in the actual tables. This reads the actual calibration file that'll give us all the tables we need to work with. And we have a VCM scanner software. We're going to take a look at how to work with that in a separate software overview in another tutorial. The scanner software is unique that allows us to data log the channels out of the ECU so we can see what is going on, and then we can interpret that data and then make our changes into our table based on what we're finding in that data analysis. Now, again, there's going to be a lot to that specific task of looking at the VCM scanner. We're not going to worry about that in this tutorial. We're just going to try to keep it simple and look at this particular software here. And this is, again, where we do the reading, writing, and editing for the calibration file. Now, if we take a look at the software, I don't have anything open right now. I'm not connected to the car with my laptop. I'm just simply sitting in the car. I do have my MPVI2 cable plugged into my laptop, which you're going to have in order to follow along with this tutorial. You also need to make sure that your laptop is on a internet connection, whether it's wireless or you're going to be to a wired connection. You're going to find that in order to open up a calibration file, the MPVI2 cable needs to be plugged in, and then the internet is used to be able to ping the HP Tuners server to check to make sure that the definition file exists for the calibration file you're trying to open. And all the calibration files that I'm going to provide here for this particular training course, the sample calibration files, they're going to all be defined because they're all been went through ahead of time by HP Tuners, and they're defined, so you don't have to worry about running into a issue with contacting HP Tuners support at this time to open up and take a look at the files. But again, you do need to be on the internet in order to ping the server to check to make sure that it's going to allow you to open up the file and that your MPVI2 cable is plugged into your laptop. It doesn't have to be plugged into the car. You could be sitting on your couch in the living room watching this tutorial and following along. So just so we're very clear, we don't need to be connected and tethered to the actual car. So at this point, we can take a look at our software up top here, and we're going to find that a lot of things are grayed out. We actually can't click on much of anything, and we need to open up the file and really just start to take a look at the software and dig in here of what we can actually accomplish. So if we go up here to File and we go to Open, so there's an open file or File Open, we can see there's kind of the same task. This is going to be a hot link, just an icon that we can click on that gets us to that particular task of opening a file, or we can go here into our drop-down File Open and access that same exact icon right there. But let's go to our File Open icon here. Now, I'm going to be opening up a stock original file just to take a look at for this tutorial. We can see it's going to be labeled Original Read. This will be found in the sample calibration folder in our HP Tuners Subaru course packet. So you'll be able to find this file along with a couple other different files that we can open up and take a look at. So this is going to be allowing me to click Open. And when I do that, notice here, this little window pops open, and it very quickly disappeared. As quickly as it appeared, it disappeared. It was checking to make sure, looking at the HP Tuners server via my internet connection, to make sure that the operating system was defined and able to read this file and open it up, and which it was, so we can see now the file is actually open. If it doesn't have the definition file, or you're not connected to the internet, it's going to give you a warning message saying that either can't open up the file because it can't check the server, or it's checked the server and that definition for that particular file doesn't exist and you need to contact HP Tuners support. All of the files I'm providing will be defined, so you shouldn't run into a lack of definition support. HP Tuners can very quickly add in the definition if for some reason you're missing the definition file from your vehicle. They're able to do that within a couple hours of time. So if you get into that situation, you do have to contact support. But again, looking at this, talking about this right now, we don't need to worry about that. Open up one of my sample calibration files from our Subaru HP Tuners course packet. Okay, so now that I have this file open here, we can start to take a look at the top here. More things are able to be clicked on. We're able to take a look at a lot of different features and functions of the software. Let's start to dig in here. Let's do a quick software overview. Again, nothing really complicated. We're not going to talk about tuning in here or any specific tables. We just want to know where things are located and what to expect by using the software. So again, up the top, File, there's Open and Close function, there's a Save. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.